Hey guys, Mustached Tom here to review the movie Novacaine. So I've seen the trailer for this a few times, and now I'm here to review it officially. So the movie begins with our main character, who gets the nickname of Novacaine. We see that it's near Christmas, and that during his work as a bank worker, that he has a crush on one of his fellow employees. He is Nathan, and he is struggling, or he's offering to help this older struggling man to pretty much assist with his house in these trying times, as it were. In the presence of talking to her, for a moment, he spills coffee on himself, revealing the first indication that he does not indeed feel pain, and that he has even had tattoos done as well. So this is Sherry we are introduced to, the crush, essentially, who offers him lunch, and after being told by the old man about his own experience in prior love life, he decides to change his mind and go out with her when she had offered such, as such. So during this, he explains why he can't feel pain. In that process, she begins to explain why. She initially says that she can be a superhero, essentially. But it even is reduced to such thing as not being able to know, if certain foods are too hot or too cold, not even being able to tell that. So heated food, such as pie in this case, can be... He assumed that it'd be fairly hard to go about that, but she insists, and he does so, and enjoys, indeed, the flavorful flavor of pie. So it cuts to him playing some video games, and during it he decides he was offered to go to an art expo that she works at currently, and he kind of goes into the whole Novacaine story during their little second meetup here. During this process, this other man, this former bully, tries to attempt to hook up with her, but she tricks him into drinking some hot chili pepper drinks that gets him all hot and bothered. So, she clearly takes his side, they get out, kisses him, and they proceed to eat more and leave, and get back to work. Once back, they are interrupted by some Santa guys with guns. One of the workers, the boss there, is killed, and they threaten Novacaine himself, but then also prompt to threaten Sherry, which prompts him to give the code. So they take her out as a hostage, as they have taken too much time. The cops have now arrived. But these killers are out in the open, killing cops themselves. So the robbers head out, and he insists on following at least one of them via a car. So he gets to one of them, isolated, and they fight in this kitchen arena, in which he uses this hot pan to attack into a useless knife throw. And the gun that was pushed into the fryer is utilized to fire at the guy and kill him. So Nova throws up at the abrupt killing that he had gone through, but sees the tattoo and decides to take a picture of it to try to gather more intel, since they're currently being on the phone being vague about where they're working. So he calls his gamer friend as the agents arrive on the first scene of a crime, and one of them finds a belt in the process, starting to fish for some clues that were left behind. All the while, Nova goes to Earl, the guy he helped earlier in the movie, to help fish out a bullet on his own. So he gives some of the stolen money that the other guy took to offer to Earl here, the struggling guy. So the phone is still updating with a location in mind now. Not the location that they're in, but still, lead way, take what you can get and all that. So the cops get to the diner, so they're catching up slowly but surely. And the cops get him on the phone, and he utilizes the idea that one of them has a daughter, and that he has a special connection to her, saying that he needs to save her herself with the allotted time that these typical things, take to get going. But we learned that Sherry is the sibling of one of the thieves that are still around. Meanwhile, Novacaine arrives at this tattoo shop because he took the picture of the tattoo earlier, and he tries to gain the info about the last name so he can look him up and get more info. But throughout it, the tattoo guy gets sussed out and begins to try to fight back. So, during this fight, Novacaine uses his non-pained ability to punch glass and get the glass shards in his hands to fight back using his fist, with the glass shards in question now being able to stab this guy. So, during the process of tattooing the Nazi guy, because he has the Nazi symbol on his neck, to give him the last name, he's given the last name, so he's able to call up his job and get intel from banking info about this guy having first and last name. So, we're now down to Andrew, one of the other thieves. Still waiting on his brother, because the brother's the one that was at the kitchen. Meanwhile, Novacaine arrives at the said household from the intel that he got, and gets trapped by various traps, booby traps, ones that are meant to obviously cause potentially even death. Luckily they don't hit anything vital, but obviously he doesn't feel pain, so that goes off without that. And during this, he gets hooked up upside down, and Andre, the brother, or the guy there, or he arrives, more so actually, in the process, seeing a turned over Novacaine, and he kind of Novacaine uses the back logic of not wanting to be tortured to get tortured since he doesn't feel pain. So, and it initially starts out, and he's tried to pretend to the best of the ability that he is indeed feeling said pain. The brother, one of the only remaining ally, with the one with the sister, is calling him to finish up his little search for the brother. So he's gonna end the torture with taking out an eye. Now, obviously, while he wouldn't feel the pain, that is actually a physical removal of an eye still, so he's actually legitimately now freaked out, but he is saved by his friend, the gamer friend that he was hooking up with on the gaming consoles. He arrives due to getting called during being hung upside down. So they have a back and forth here with this guy. Eventually kills him, obviously. So he eventually Roscoe is the name of the friend, lures the cops away, wearing the suit that he was wearing, and now Novacaine is wearing the more biker look to him, and goes to the last threat, which is Simon, because now he has the actual business location that they're held up in. So he arrives, and Simon tries to admit, or does admit, the sibling connection between him and his sister. She proceeds, to attack Simon during the scuffle that Novacaine is initially dropped out of first, but the cops do arrive. But Simon fires back, killing one of them and injuring the other, and even goes as far as to head outside to kill an ambulance driver, take the ambulance truck itself, and begin to head out. So the agent demands that Sherry take her along, as Simon goes for a gun during his little because he discovers that Novacaine has now made his way into the police. I forget how he ended up in here, but he ends up in there. Point being is that he charges up the I forget what the heart thing is called when they charge up for the heart thing, but he shocks himself and the other guy, which flips over the truck itself. In the process, Simon fights back, like practically breaking Novacaine's arm off of the socket, revealing the bone all the way to that. And Sherry gets to them arriving. Novacaine injects himself as Sherry fights back with Simon and stabs him with his own bone to the neck. So he admits that he's in love with Sherry, and Sherry, we cut to him at the hospital getting treated for that. He does have to do some time. He did while in the pursuit of getting Sherry, did technically commit all these crimes. So he gets the soft sentence, as it were, as 1 year goes by, and proceeds to date Sherry and enjoy some lovin' pie. And that was Novacaine. Pretty straightforward in terms of like a story, and taking advantages of, some advantages over the ability not to feel pain, from the glass shard bit to the trap bit in itself. So yeah, pretty solid, pretty standard also, So I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. Just average, solid movie. So if you ended up enjoying that review, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also make sure to check out those links in the description. What I do to my petition to help smaller YouTubers, look into my PayPal, where you can help support me and my channel directly, and there to my Discord server. You join collab, show, do like cool stuff for none. Until next time, everyone, bye bye.